A quiet courtroom turns tense as Judge Raquel West revisits the long-delayed case of Jared Matthews, a military veteran turned felon. Once free on bond, his past has come back to haunt him, and this time, it's across state lines. But when he takes the stand to plead for mercy, a shocking detail about his record changes everything.
Mr. Kimler, real quick, let's go back on Jared Matthews. So, again, you are Jared Matthews, and Mr. Matthews, get back to my, get back where I need to be here, hold on. It's cause number 23, DCCR 1211, and Mr. Matthews is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon from September 13th of 2022. Mr. Kimler has filed a motion asking that I reduce his bond, and bond is currently set at $30,000. It looks like, is that correct?
Is that right?
Mr. Kimler?
I think it was more than that. It's 100 is what I thought.
So it was initially set at 30. So let me see here. $100. Okay. So I wonder why.
We'll take 30, Your Honor.
Sure you will. I'm just looking at, okay, so apparently back in September of 2022, there was a bond set, and then I guess Mr. Matthews made that bond.
Then he went to custody of Louisiana and stayed in custody.
And when he got back, it was reevaluated in a bond set at $100,000. So I have and will take judicial notice of the court's file, including the probable cause affidavit, the magistration documentation that was used at the jail, and also the public safety report. Mr. Kimler, you may proceed.
Your Honor, I suppose the initial bond was 30,000, and then, of course, he accrued the cases in Louisiana, was in custody on the next court date, so was unable to make that. I don't think there's been any type of intervening circumstances from the time that he got the $30,000 bond and now that would warrant an increase in the bond other than just being out of state incarcerated.
Well, that we didn't have the public safety report system back in 2022, so I'm sure the new magistration process, that magistrate looked at the several pages that are included in that.
I'll just let Mr. Matthews address the court, then, Your Honor, he can explain his current situation.
Raise your right hand the best you can, please, sir. Do you swear from the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead.
Explain to the court what your current situation is as far as your living arrangements, where you would be residing, and what your plans are.
I still stay in Lake Charles with my mom. From when I bonded out here the first time, I never missed court. I never failed a drug test or any of that.
But you were in custody in Louisiana for something between then and now?
I caught a charge prior to the charge I caught out here.
Okay.
This is my most previous charge.
Most recent.
Most recent charge.
And what was that charge?
It was a convicted felon with a firearm charge.
Jefferson Davis Parish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was your sentence?
4 years.
Okay.
I was in the military 7 years. I kind of have a little PTSD. I was going to dental appointments.
Jared tells his story, a soldier struggling with PTSD, promising he never miss court and just wants another chance. His lawyer begs for leniency, arguing that 18 months behind bars should count for something. Yet, as the judge reviews his criminal trail, one chilling realization seals his fate before he even sees it coming.
Before I got incarcerated.
All right. Anything else?
It's a 4-year offer, Your Honor. He's wanting to try to get probation, so I would like to try to get him out, maybe to get established a little bit to show that if we come back on a contested sentencing, that he could do the probation. Is that what you need?
Yes, sir.
Did we have a hold on him when he was in?
It's my understanding, Judge, and the reason for the offer being that obviously you see the offense date is quite
Right.
old. He should have had a hold at some point in time. I obviously appreciate his military service and will be willing to work with him on that. My problem being is that he's not a resident of this county.
Right.
Well, for
So,
Veterans Court, right? But I
Right.
think we could transfer the probation.
well, I guess if he wants a probation, that's one thing, and that's up to them to offer that. If he has been incarcerated for most of this time, then we can make that, even if we didn't have a hold, I can make a finding that we should have, and if you get that documentation on how long he was in custody there between the time of the indictment, nothing before the indictment,
Right.
but the time of this indictment and now. Okay, so obviously it would need to go back if he was in custody, but I would need documentation of that. And so I don't know if that's something you guys want to take into consideration.
And that's what my notes have reflected, the credit for the time that I was anticipating we would have had a hold, because he's been in custody at least 18 months now.
Right, which, it's,
He's asking
he
for-
would have enough time under his belt. And I understand what he's asking, but I don't know if y'all want to visit about that.
I've explained
Opportunity.
He wants an opportunity to do probation, so.
Well, that's between y'all then. And so
Well, it
then,
could be a-
all right, back to the
it
bond.
could be a
So,
gap, Your Honor.
look at one more thing real quick. I'm not, so here's the thing. He's obviously a convicted felon, picked up an unlawful possession of a felon over in Jeff Parish, picked up another one after that over here. So at this time, based on all of the information that I've received, again, from that public safety report, as well as the criminal history, the facts of the case, I'm going to deny the motion to reduce the bond. You guys can visit about any options, and then we'll get it set for an announcement.
Yes, sir. I'll
right.
try to maybe figure something out.
All right, thanks.
We'll talk.
The courtroom opens with routine formality, but tension quickly builds as Judge Raquel West calls the case of Jared Matthews, charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. What begins as a simple bond reduction request spirals into emotional reckoning. Jared's attorney argues that the original bond was fair, only $30,000, before it inexplicably rose to $100,000 after Jared's custody in Louisiana. Then the veteran himself speaks. Voice steady, yet worn, Jared admits he served 7 years in the military, carries PTSD, and has been trying to rebuild his life. He insists he never missed court, never failed a drug test, and only wants a chance at probation. A chance to prove he's more than his record. For a moment, empathy flickers across the courtroom. But the judge's patience is anchored in hard reality. She weighs the public safety report, the prior convictions, and the pattern of reoffending. Each page she turns sounds like a verdict tightening around him. Even his honorable service cannot outweigh the repeated unlawful possession charges, one in Louisiana, another back home. As silence falls, the ruling is final and unflinching. Bond reduction denied. The hope of freedom fades under the gavel's cold authority. Jared's eyes lower, the soldier in him still, but the man burdened by consequence. In the end, Judge West's decision echoes a haunting truth. Redemption is never granted on words alone. It must be earned even when time and justice refuse to wait.